Hey basketball players, today I'm going to give you some high post shooting basketball moves. Now if you are a post player or somebody who is stuck in a high 1-4 or a horns and you're in the high post, this is definitely the video for you. Now let's get down to it. Okay, so as a basketball player, you have to realize that in the high post, most players don't tend to shoot from up here. What the high post is usually and generally used for is to pivot, I should say, and pass to somebody cutting along the baseline. This is kind of the death area for most zones. If you're a coach, go check out my Unbeatable Basketball Zone Defense book down in the description below, because that nullifies the high post. But if you're a player, the high post is usually made for passing, for baseline cutters. Against a zone, it'll bring up the bottom baseline or key defender, and what's going to happen then is it's going to open up the baseline for some nice quick bounce passes or alley-oops for dunk. But you can use the high post to get yourself a lot of scoring opportunities as well, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So this first move is if you are moving to the high post from the low post. Usually you would do this in an overload offense, or if you're just trying to beat a zone defense in one way or the other. But usually if you're beating a zone, you're moving to the high post. So when you're moving to the high post, what's going to happen is the baseline defender is not going to be moving up with you. They're going to be staying in between you and the net. So you can use this to your opportunity. You're going to catch that ball, and by the time you turn around, you're most likely going to have a defender on you, and you're going to have to pass if you can even pass. Some team defenses are very good. So what we can do in the high post is a quick catch and turn around and shot. You can add a little bit of a fadeaway as well. So how to do this move is on this side, you're going to catch that ball on your right foot, you're going to turn, and then you're going to take that shot. Now when you turn to take that shot, you still want to have your body squared up to the basket. You don't want to be leaning like this to try and chuck it up. You don't want to do that. You want to have a nice controlled, balanced shot. So it's going to look like this. Now this second move is going to be either you already in the high post, or you're going to be moving up to the high post yourself. From this move, what we're going to do is we're going to try and get that ball when we're on both pivot feet. You can use this move in either direction and it's going to work. So you have to remember that in the high post, especially against zones, whether you're against a man or a zone, you're going to have a single defender usually in the high post. You're not usually going to get double teamed in the high post. So what we're going to use today here is a quick reverse pivot, and then we're going to take one dribble to the opposite side that we do a jab step in and take a shot. So if we're trying to get a shot on this side, we're going to reverse pivot with this foot. We're going to jab at the same time. We're going to go one dribble over towards this side and take that shot. That way we're not moving too far from this low post. We're not moving far enough over to get that defender on that side to defend us. And there's also the option to go left, and in which case you would then use your left foot to jab, reverse pivot, jab, one dribble, and over for the shot. You can do this on both sides, and you can also go each direction on both sides. Again, you can do it when you're already in that high post and you get that ball, or you can do this move if you're running to the high post. Just make sure to plant both feet, because if you plant left, right, and then you try to go a jab, reverse jab on the left, what's going to happen is now that's a travel because you picked up your pivot foot and planted it back down before dribbling, that is. Now those two basketball moves should help you score a lot more points in the high post. If it does, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.